Russia and Ukraine have a long history of oil trade. During the Soviet era, Ukraine was a major oil producer, and Russia was its largest customer. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, Ukraine's oil production declined sharply, and it began importing oil from Russia. This led to a complex relationship between the two countries, with Russia using its oil exports as a political tool to maintain influence over Ukraine. Russia's system of comrade capitalism has had huge costs for the ordinary people of Russia. By granting special cheap deals to Firtash, Moscow sold the gas to Firtash for $230 per 1,000 cubic meters. Corporate filings show that Firtash resold for $430 per unit. The prices and volumes suggest that the two offshore companies made an operating profit of approximately $3.7 billion in 2 years. The implications of this corruption were far-reaching, with the oil industry becoming a major source of wealth and power for those who controlled it. The 2014 Ukrainian Revolution was in part a response to this corruption, with protesters demanding an end to the corrupt system that had enriched a small elite while leaving the rest of the population impoverished. With the help of Firtash, Yanukovych won power and went on to rule Ukraine for 4 years. This lasted until he was overthrown in February 2014. Russia had a strong desire to maintain access to the Crimean Peninsula's strategic military bases and natural resources. The situation was exacerbated by the ousting of Ukraine's pro-Russian President Viktor Yanukovych and the subsequent installation of a Western government. Following the annexation of Crimea, a separatist movement began in eastern Ukraine, which was supported by Russia. This led to a conflict between Ukrainian government forces and separatist rebels, which has been the root of all the conflict currently underway within this present day. The conflict was instigated by a number of factors, including political and economic grievances among the Russian-speaking population in eastern Ukraine, as well as Russian efforts to destabilize Ukraine and maintain influence over the country. Russian support for the separatist rebels included the provision of weapons, training, and other forms of assistance, which enabled them to mount a sustained insurgency against the Ukrainian government. Russia's aggressive stance, mixed with Ukraine's efforts to seek international intervention by joining NATO, is the root system for all the conflict unfolding.